Yep, finally. So sorry for being late, but I couldn't get live from my other phone, so I tried the other one. So sorry for being late. And sorry for not introduce myself, but I was so into to go into this live that I was, it's working. So I'm Catalina from by Katarina Design, and I'm a crochet designer, also a knit designer when I'm free, but I'm not that I cannot knit that much as I wanted. So most of my designs are in crochet, and for this fall I designed a super cute sweater, which is a Christmas sweater with a reindeer on it. Yes, so I wanted to talk with you about the tapestry technique, which I'm using I used for the reindeer pattern, and I want to show you how can be worked, and of course a few tips if I have, and if they are not new for you. So I hope you'll find interesting this. And in case you want to check out my page, you can find me as by Katarina Designs. And I don't know, I hope to everything to go well from now, because the start was a bit worried for me, and I'm like super excited and don't know from where to start. Also, I will talk about the chart and how to read the chart for this special design, because maybe each designer has a different way of putting on the colors or making the chart. So I will explain a bit what I was doing here. So I will flip my camera now just to be able to see what I am doing here and to talk about the actual things. So let me show you. So this is it. I just borrow my daughter's tablet just for it. Let me just put my phone here. I hope you can see everything. So this is the chart, and for this particular design, this chart, when you're following this chart, you need to follow each row. So basically each row in your project is actually a row in a chart. This chart is not for the entire front panel where we are using this this reindeer pattern, but it's easy to customize yourself. So for example, for the for the 2 years old, you will have 54 stitches, and the chart has 40 stitches. So basically you will need to add 7 more stitches on each side besides this chart. So each row is one row in your project, and on the right side of your project you will have to follow the chart from right to left, and on the wrong side row you'll have to follow it from left to right. So if you stop working on the sweater, I would suggest just to I don't know, mention this, and also to just use a pencil to note where you are with your project. So now I have here a small piece of crochet, which I already did. Also, the pattern requires front loop only single crochet, so it's in single crochet, and this is how it looks. It's with these stripes over here, which looks super nice. So let's pretend that I already did the first rows, and now I need to start the actual color work. So if you're looking on the chart, after making the extra stitches that you need, so after making 7, you can see that my first color here is at stitch 26. So this means that after the 7 stitches I need to work 25 stitches, and then with the other rows I will show you how to make less count. So I'm just going, even if I'm working in front loops only, for the first and last stitch I'm working through both loops, and then I will just go into the front loop only. So not through both loops, only into the first one. Okay, so I will just pretend that I finished the 26 stitches that I have before, and when you're changing the color you will need to finish the last stitch with the next color that you will want to use. I will use this darker brown. I'm making a slip knot every time I'm starting a new yarn, but you can do it as you find it easier. So if it's the right side, which I'm working on, and usually even if it's the wrong side of my work, I'm considering the right side of the project. And now if I'm looking on the chart, I have only one stitch here that needs to be done in the other color. So this means that I will grab both yarns, I will go to the front loop, going under the strand so I can make the stitch over it, and because it's only one stitch I need to finish this stitch with the other color. So I'm finishing this with the other color. And now what I wanted to say, you don't need to carry on the other color along the row, because then when you will start you can grab it from where you are. Okay, because we don't have any colors here at the end of the row, so I will simply let her the other color here, and I will continue my row with the main color of the sweater. And this is how I did one stitch of my design. So now let's continue to finish this to the end. And you'll see how you don't have to count all the stitches, because maybe this is a problem with this color work, either is tapestry or other thing, because most of the people don't like to count. So I don't like it either. So now when I'm starting the second row, I'm just looking into the chart and I see that my first stitch in color is right above the stitch in color that I already had. So now I'm not counting anything, I just go through, and I know that over here with one stitch before I will have to change the color. In this way you don't have to count too much. Of course, if you'll have to work more colors or with more colors or more stitches, then at least the stitches in the other color you'll have to count them. But in this way you'll find it easier to follow a color chart and not to be, I don't know, intimidated by the counting. Okay, so I'm going now. I have the last stitch, and very important because this is our wrong side, so keep all the strands on back of your work. Okay, so it doesn't have to be like this, because then the front side or the right side of your work won't be that neat. So I'm pulling the yarn here in front of my work now because it's the wrong side, and now I simply get the other color, pull it through, and now I will have to carry on this like so, and I need to work one stitch into the other color, so I'm bringing the brown in front and taking the lighter brown and finish the stitch. Then I have another stitch in this light color, and I will proceed the same, bring it in front, change with darker brown, and now I only need to make one stitch and I'm done with this row. So I'm getting with the yarn in front, finishing with the other color, and now I can just finish my row. And the same, I let the yarn, okay, so I'm not carrying the yarn along, only while I'm working with it. I know it's really, when you're working only one stitches at the beginning, it will look weird, but when building along, this will get better. So now again, I'm on the right side and I'm looking from right to left, and I see that my first color stitch is right on top of the other one. So again, I won't count any stitches. I will simply go. Now the yarn gets into the back because I'm working on the right side, picking up the other color, and now the chart says that I need to work 3 stitches. So 1, 2, and into the third I'm changing again the color. And now I will continue up to the end. So the things that I have here for you is that change the color into the last stitch, so finish the last stitch in your current color with the other color you want to use, and keeping the yarn in back of your work always, and of course to follow the chart from right to left on the right side and from left to right on the wrong side. So this is actually it. You will only have to follow the color chart until you complete the entire reindeer, and basically this is it, how you make the tapestry crochet. The tapestry crochet means that you will have to carry on the yarn along the stitches, so under the stitches, but of course because we have only small pieces over here, you can, like I said, keep this color work only in the center where you have the color changing, and then for the sides you can let the color here. This is because we are working flat, so we are turning, because in the round is a bit different. So this is what I had to tell you about the tapestry crochet. I don't know, I was so because I couldn't get into the live, so I had a lot of emotions now, and I hope that you could learn something from this live tutorial. So this was it. I don't have anything to say about it except that you will enjoy this sweater because it's so cute, and it has a nice ribbing into colors. Maybe you'll like it too, and can be easy customized because there are only two front and back panel, and then the sleeves are worked into the armhole, so it's pretty easy and not that much seaming. So thank you for being here with me, Crochet World. I hope that you enjoyed this live, and we can see you next time.